Matt, what did you feel like you could take away from them defensively and kind of disrupt their offense?
Well, they are so good offensively. They put four shooters on the floor. They run great stuff. They're hard to guard. We met last night late and this morning as a staff, and I just thought that we had to attack them. You know, we had to attack the pressure. We had to attack the man-to-man. We just had to attack the rim. And you know, along the way, we certainly made some shots. To be honest with you, it's probably as well as we could play in the first 20 minutes. And no matter what happens, you've seen what Billy's teams have done when they've gotten down. They've come back, they won. They did it yesterday. So we went back at halftime. We told our guys we can't let down. And they turned us over, and they got it in single digits. But our seniors just kept making plays at the rim, and I think our freshmen really helped us.
Matt, just expand on that first half. It just seemed almost like a little bit of an NBA type of tempo where your crowd energized your guys.
Yep.
And nobody was looking at the bench. Everybody was just playing in a flow. Anyone that's ever played the basketball game, it was a beautiful thing to watch, to see you guys get it, go, push, move, shoot, get back, and do it again. Just talk about that stretch. Was that the best first 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Since you've been the head coach of James Madison?
Yeah, I think it is the best 10 minutes. It might be the best 20, and you're right. The tempo was where we wanted it, and we couldn't have the tempo at their, you know, what Northeastern basketball, because if they control the tempo and they control the flow of the game, then you've got to defend them in all five spots. You've got to defend four guys shooting it, a couple guys driving it, a guy that can score in a low post. So we really did take the mindset that we were going to attack them. If they were going to come with the full court pressure, which created some problems for us in the first game, that we were going to try and attack it and try and get some layups. And if they were going to come with the zone, then we were going to try and drive the zone. And if you know, if they were going to play Ray single coverage in a low post, we were going to play through them. And you know, Ray hasn't had the best last 2 weeks, but you see what he can do. We rode him for the first half. We just kind of jumped on his back. And then, you know, with about 15 minutes, or rather with 4 minutes to go in the first half, AJ had made a remarkable play on defense. He just came back and said, Coach, I really want this. And these three guys just kept fighting. And we kept the pace where we wanted it to be. We needed the pace to be where it was.
Ray, Sean, talk about that. You guys outscored them 23-1 at one point after they were leading 5-3. What did that feel like to be going through it?
Seniors rise to the occasion, man. That's what we wanted to do. We just wanted to come out and just kind of step on them, man, and keep our foot on the pedal. We know yesterday they was down 20 and they came back. We just didn't want that to happen. We knew they was a great team. They was gonna make runs, but we just wanted to answer to their runs, and we was able to do that, man. I just wanted to come out and be aggressive and just do whatever to help my team. Like I said, we've been saying it all year, whatever it takes, man. And that was my mindset going into the game. I just want to do whatever it takes for us to get a win.
Talk to me about your just your play over the past 6-7 games. Did you ever expect in December, when everything was going on, that you'd be named, you know, tournament MVP down the stretch?
No, I really didn't. But Coach put me in the right positions from time in and time out. My teammates believed in me. They just had confidence in me. They just told me to perform.
Coach, Devon said a statement was made. What do you think?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Devon said a statement was made, but it's not done yet. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to follow these guys wherever they're going to take our basketball team. We're certainly, you know, excited about the next part of our journey. And March is a crazy month. I've been a part of some staffs where magical things can happen. I know this: when you've got great guard play and you got a guy who can score in the lane, then every game you got a chance in every game. Our defense really, to me, was the difference in this game. They didn't get many plays at the rim because guys were just running around and trying to challenge shots. We don't have a shot blocker to protect the rim, but we got a lot of guys that cover each other's back. So, you know, we're going to certainly face a tremendous challenge no matter who we draw, but we're all excited about finding out who that's going to be.
Devin, if maybe you can answer this, but as Rashad said about the comeback that they made, when they got it to single digits, what did the game that they have before, did that kind of play in your mind a little bit? And was that that foul that you got, or for the players? Getting that call on the three-pointer that put you on the line, you know, to get those big three-pointers.
Well, that was a big play. I think Andre Nation getting fouled, and that's kind of stemmed the tide a little bit, and we kind of got regrouped. But if we miss that, you know, if Andre Nation misses the free throws, doesn't get fouled, or misses a shot and they get a run out and it goes from 8 to 6 or 5, that's a different story. Billy's got a really good team. He does a tremendous job. They made that run yesterday. That was no fluke. If we didn't make plays, they were going to do the same thing to us. And I said that to my team at halftime. I said, they're capable of winning this game. I said, but we got to close the door on them, and we got to make plays. We have to keep attacking when they show. We did get knocked back on our feet a little bit with their pressure, and we made some bad decisions. But we had a big enough cushion where we could afford it, and we played through our mistakes.
AJ, you said in December you never could have imagined something like this. At what point in the season did you kind of realize that something like this could happen? And just what does it feel like to be playing your best basketball at the most important time?
My teammates believed in us. We said it from the jump. Whatever it takes from the beginning of the season, we just knew, night in and night out, we just got to stick together, and we knew this could happen.
And then Devon, for you, you've been here for 5 years, the longest tenured guy on the team, along with Coach. Does it mean just a little bit extra to you?
Definitely. Me and Coach Brady been here, together. So we definitely seen the ups and the downs, the injuries, and to get one is definitely, amazing. This is all for him, just as like, it's for everybody else in this community. He put us through, all the right, all the workouts and all that, and we're just able to, come away with it. So it's definitely special to me because, like I said, I've been here the longest.
AJ, when it got to 51-43, Andre gets fouled. He has 3 shots coming and there's a timeout. The crowd had gotten quiet. Everybody was nervous. You guys probably were you guys were making some silly plays and nervous passes and stuff. How important was it to you guys when he came up and knocked down all 3 of those shots?
It was very important. Those big shots, those 3 shots was clutch for us. And Coach told me to stay aggressive on the offensive end, but more importantly, to play defense and rebound. That's what was going to win the game for us, rebounding and defending.
Matt, considering the recent history of the program, and I know you guys just won, but kind of the impact of this going forward in the future?
Well, it has monumental impact and ripple in any program that's able to get to this point. It's a tremendous accomplishment for anybody to win a tournament and to go to the NCAA tournament. As a coach, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been a part of some terrific opportunities and some great teams. But what this can do for a program is just set the bar so high that you can begin to continue to attract guys that can follow in footsteps that are hard to live up to. We're losing 4 or 5 seniors that have set the bar for our program at a really high level, and I'm hoping in a couple of weeks they can set it a little bit higher. Right?
Coach, you guys all, you started off 1-5, and now you're sitting up here with the trophy down there. I mean, talk about the turnaround in the program from the start of the season till now.
Well, really the inside story with my 5 years at JMU to this point, there's been very little continuity with players. It's been well documented that we're playing without one of the best players in the league, in my opinion, Andre Semenov. And we had him, we didn't have him, and we lost him again. He was a big piece to our season, and we lost him. Same thing happened last year. And for 5 straight years, I brought a different team to Richmond. We've had very little continuity, and I thought the challenge in trying to beat the teams we just beat 3 nights in a row is those teams had great continuity from last year to now. Ray didn't play last year. We were playing with Andre Semenov. Now he goes down. Ray comes back. He had a broken hand. This young guy's had one of the most remarkable turnarounds for a person invested in their team that I've ever seen. So this is a remarkable group of people. I've said time and time again, these are great people that I'm coaching. What this young guy, AJ, has done is really one of the most wonderful stories I've ever been a part of. And so for these 3 guys to lead us is something. These are great players and great people. What he decided to do for our program, I don't know that I'll ever, if I coach for 40 more years, I don't think I'm ever going to see it. What he did with his decision to be a part of something bigger than himself is the most unique thing I've seen in my years in coaching or playing.
Devon, what was the sensation like going up and cutting down the nets? I mean, what kind of feeling did you get doing that?
I never, we wasn't picked to win this league, and, to finally do that is a blessing. Like I said, just being around these guys and the whole weekend, you could just feel, their tension. Everybody wanted to win, and everybody wanted to do it. So it's just finally to get it done. It's just a start of something that we're trying to do, man. For next year with the freshmen, and then for the rest of this year. We're not just trying to go to the dance, and we definitely trying make some noise when we're there and have fun doing it.
Matt, given all that you've been through and all the things you just mentioned, was there ever a point in the back of your mind when you might have thought, I don't know if this is going to work out, if we're going to get over these humps that we keep running into?
You know, as coaches, we do a lot of driving. You know, I drove last week to Cleveland and back to see a kid. You know, so that's 12 hours in the car. I'd be lying if it doesn't cross my mind. But the fact of the matter is, every year that I've been a head coach, my mantra has been, we're going to do whatever it takes to try and win a championship. At the beginning of the year, I didn't think that this team was close to some of the teams that I've had in my other 8 years. But you saw tonight what it's becoming. That's why the reason why you coach. You see how you can develop guys individually, and see what you can do as a team. This team is playing as well as any team I've ever been around, and we want to try and continue it forward. I never lost faith, to be honest with you, that we could do it. I did think that if the ball never bounced our way, if we couldn't keep guys on their feet and keep them out of the training room, there was a point in me that thought we might not be able to get this done if we can't stay healthy. Okay.
Coach, you limited the Northeastern Huskies to 3 of 17 shooting from behind the arc. Was that something you guys had keyed in on before the game, them being such a great opponent?
There's no doubt. It's a terrific shooting team. And you know, we played 2 nights ago in William & Mary, a team that really shot the ball. We thought we did what we had to do. We had a game plan to contest the three-point line. We had to contest the three-point line. We had to keep guys in front of us, and we were prepared to have to really swarm the low post if we had to. But when you play a team that's that well coached and Billy gets his guys shots all over the court, we had to guard the three-point line. We would not have won the game if those numbers weren't like they are on that piece of paper. Yeah.
Not to take any of the attention away from the players' accomplishments, but how long do you think it'll be until there's a new contract sitting on your desk?
Well, you know what? Jeff Bourne and I have had a brief conversation informally. I'm sure we'll get together later in the week. Maybe it'll be next week, because now we'll be doing some preparations. So I'm looking forward to staying with this team for another couple of weeks.
For any of the players, you guys obviously stressed defense going into the season. Then you gave up 100 points in the first game at UCLA. When did it finally start to click and you realized the defense was going to take you guys to where you are right now?
We knew defense was going to win games. So, I mean, we definitely wanted to win. So we definitely started holding each other accountable, start talking to, a lot more people on our team. And, hey, you got to get a stop here, you got to get a stop here. Even if you're the best player from the last player, we always talk, hey, man, you got to be here, you got to do this. So we start knowing that defense wins games and we want to win. So we made it a point that we got to start stopping people.
Matt, as a follow-up to that previous question, you do have to be quite flattered that some recent national media focus on you, which has speculated that should there be an opening, you likely would be the #1 candidate to be the next head coach at your alma mater, Siena. I'd be remiss as someone who covers national college basketball not to ask you your reaction to those reports.
Yeah, to me, it's much ado about nothing. This is an unbelievable university that I'm a part of. These guys recognize it. They've raised the bar. I'm looking forward to being here for a long time. I will tell you this, it's not going to be another 19 years till I'm sitting back up here. So hopefully it'll be a lot sooner than that. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
It's kind of crazy up on the stage, and didn't get a chance to also award the all-tournament team. And, to Devon, congratulations. You're a selection all-tournament team. Rayshon, congratulations. Now you get all, yeah, he got his. Oh, he did got his. Now you get a team picture with all the hardware or something. Thank you.